Now, in this question 1, you have to construct lower triangular matrix. So, Abhay Tiwari, which value should I keep non-zero here?
Sir, right वाले.
Which values?
Sir, diagonal के right वाले.
You should go by name. A00, A10, which one?
Sir, A1,
A1,
3.
3, very good. So, A12 and A13, these should be non-zero. Then what more?
Sir, फिर
Third row?
Yes, sir.
Third row?
A22.
A22, very good.
Sir, A23.
A23 means these two should be 8, means A21, it is the part of diagonal. It will be non-zero, and others A22, A23 will be non-zero. And in the fourth row?
Sir, fourth row में sir, तीनों.
Tell me by name.
अच्छा, sir ये A3.
A3. A31. Very good. Then A32.
A3.
And then A33. So all these three should be non-zero. And other elements here we are talking about lower triangular. This is right diagonal matrix. Lower triangular right diagonal matrix. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jayavardhan, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Machli market, don't convert the lectures and labs into fish market. Jayavardhan, this is for you also, for everyone. So now let's see. This is question 1 for today, and question 2 for today is write a program to construct. Write a program to construct a triangular, upper triangular, right diagonal matrix. Per triangular right diagonal matrix. So this time in question 1 we described about lower triangular right diagonal matrix. Here we will see the upper triangular right diagonal matrix. This is upper triangular right diagonal matrix. So what will happen in the case of upper triangular right diagonal matrix? Namrata Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Upper triangular right diagonal matrix. Boliye. Which value should I keep non-zero?
So 0, 0.
0, 0 means what? A00, B00,
A0,
just
0.
0, 0. It is A00 should be non-zero, then
A01.
A01 should be non-zero, then
A02.
A02. It means that in the first row, A00 to A0n minus 1. Here n is representing size of your matrix. Number of rows and columns in the matrix. A00, A01, A02, A03. If n is 4, means 4 cross 4 matrix. So from A00 to A03, all the values will be non-zero. And Namrata in the second row?
So is A10.
Right. A002, A002, A03. Yeah, in the second row, which values will be non-zero?
A01.
A01,
A10. A10, sir.
A10, A10 or A01?
Sir, A10.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. So A10 will be non-zero, A11 will be non-zero, and A12 will be non-zero. So here I'm writing A10 to A12. And in the third row,
A20.
A20 to
A11.
A20, A20 to A11,
No, sir. A20 to A21.
A21. This will be non-zero. And in the fourth row, A30 to
A30.
A30. Yeah, now what should be the logic? I just wrote it. So now on the basis of these, you tell me that what is happening here. This is one. Neha Jha, what is happening here? What should be the logic behind it? Constructing upper triangular right diagonal matrix. Tell me the logic. Tell me the approach behind it. Neha Jha.
The loop, sir, according to me, the loop
Speak
should,
in, yeah. According to you.
yes, sir. According to me, the loop should run from like 0 to n minus 1.
You see, these are two things. First zero is I, and second zero is
J.
J. So when you are talking about first row, so I will remain 0. Means if you are talking about two loops, the outer loop is I, inner loop is J.
Yes, sir.
So when outer loop I is 0, you are getting first row. A00,
Yes.
A01, A02, A03. When I is 1, you are getting second row. A10, A11, A12. When I is 2, you are getting third row. A20,
Yes.
A21. When I is 3, you are getting third row, or fourth row.
Yes. Fourth.
A30 to A30. And next value is J. So what is happening with respect to J? When I is 0, J will start from 0 and go up to 3.
N minus 1.
N minus 1. You will get A00, A01, A02, A03.
Yes.
So it means in first row I is 0, J will start from 0, go up to N minus 1. That is
Yes.
A0 to A3. And what will happen in the case of second row? I will be increased by 1. And J will again start from 0 and go up to? Previously it went up to N minus 1. So this time J will go up to?
J minus 1.
J will go up to N minus?
It will be N minus 2.
Yeah, N minus 2.
N minus 2.
Yeah. So in the second row, J will start from 0, it will go up to N minus 2. And it means I will be increased by 1.
Yes, sir, I will be increased by 1 and J will be decreased.
Its highest value. So J last value, it will be N minus 2 here. Third row, I will start from A20, A21. And J, it will start from 0, but it will go up to N minus 3 here.
Yes, 3. Yes.
And here J will start from 0 and it will go up to N minus 4 here.
4.
And in this situation, you will get this. What type of matrix is this one? कौन सी matrix है ये?
Upper triangular right diagonal matrix.
So yeah, so you will get upper triangular right diagonal matrix. Any confusion to any one of you in upper triangular right diagonal matrix? Anupriya, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
बिल्कुल clear है?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Let me किसी और से भी पूछ लें. Nikita Hansda.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear? And
Yes, sir.
पीयूष कुमार, आप बताइए. पीयूष कुमार जी, is it clear? ये सोच रहे थे मैं लास्ट हूं, मेरे पास तक सर थोड़ी पहुंच पाएंगे. चलो यार, तब तक चाय पी के आते हैं. ओम प्रकाश, पीयूष कुमार तो चाय पीने गए. मिस्टर ओम प्रकाश,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir.
क्या बताया मैंने?
Sir, upper triangular का वो
Yeah.
logic.
What was the logic?
सर कि I अगर 0 रहेगा तो रो 1 के लिए सर.
Yeah.
तो J 0 से स्टार्ट होके n-1 तक जाएगा. और फिर रो 2 के लिए सर I अगर +1 होता है तो
Very good.
J 0 से n-2 तक जाएगा.
Very good. And for the last row?
सर लास्ट रो के लिए वही J 0 से 4 तक n-4 तक जाएगा.
Very good. And I will also I will be increased by 1.
हाँ सर.
So I hope you are also not having any confusion in question 2.
No sir.
Very good. So now note down question 3. I hope 4 questions to देना ही चाहिए. Note down. Write a program to add. The screen is visible or not? Screen दिख पा रहा है क्या आप लोगों को?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So question 1 is visible. कोई एक पढ़ दे जरा इस क्वेश्चन को.
Yes sir.
कोई पढ़ ले. So yes, you read.
Question 1. Web to add two matrices of order m
जय
cross
हो,
n.
जय हो. ये वेब बोलेंगे.
Sir,
वेब मीन्स क्या? वायरलेस. Wireless application
sorry.
programming.
No sir, no sir.
Web means wireless application programming. कि
No sir, write a program.
wired application programming or workless application program.
Sir, write a
आप
program.
पढ़िए ठीक से. हाँ.
Write a program to add two matrices of order m cross n, where
Yeah.
value of n and m are entered by the user at runtime, and the values of matrix A and matrix B are also entered by the user at runtime.
Yeah. So just note down this question.
Okay, sir.
Question 1, note down. So this is question 3. You can say this is question 3 for today. Whatever is question 1 visible here, this is question 3 for today. And whatever is question 2 visible here, this is question 4 for today. चार क्वेश्चन से याद दे देना ठीक नहीं है. So yeah, so question 3 note down. Question 3 first you note down. Question 3 note down. Writing of question 3 completed. Have you written question 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one of you should explain that how will you solve question 3? You have two options. Either you can use arrays or you may not use arrays. But ideally, what should you do? Ideally, should you use arrays or you should use dynamic programming, like if you are using C, then malloc function or calloc function. Or if you are using C++, then you should occupy memory using new.
So ideally, we should proceed with arrays.
Ideally, you should proceed with arrays. Nikhil Gupta ji.
Yes, sir.
मुझे ध्यान है, I think these things I should share with you. मुझे ध्यान है अभी आज के 3 months पहले हमको एक दिन मुझे जो है इस पे मैसेज में मुझे ईमेल आया कि सर आई एम पीयूष मित्तल 2013 बैच पास आउट ऑफ IIT मिश्रा इलाहाबाद कैंपस एंड आई वांट टू टॉक विथ यू. मैं कहा मुझे ध्यान आ गया कि हाँ ये छोटी हाइट का लड़का था और उसको मैंने OS में उसको एक्सीलेंट दिया था और डाम में उसको मैंने एक्सीलेंट दिया था लैब में. लेकिन उसको लग रहा था कि भाई पता नहीं सर को हमारा नाम याद होगा नहीं याद होगा. तो मैंने उनको लिख दिया कि यस आप मुझे बात कर सकते हैं, ये हमारा नंबर है और इवनिंग में 8:30 से 9 के बीच में आप बात कर सकते हैं. So on the next day in the evening, I got a phone call from the same guy, Piyush Mittal, and he mentioned me that sir, मेरा Microsoft में selection हो गया है. I am selected in Microsoft. He passed out in 2013. He was working in some other companies, and at the same time, he also mentioned that sir, I am also selected in Google also, but I prefer to join Microsoft. Then he asked me that sir, आपने हमको ये कोर्सेज पढ़ाया था और अच्छा लगा. Then I mentioned him that भाई पीयूष मित्तल जी आपको in the class of 60 students I gave excellent to 2 students in OS lab and one of them was you. आप लोग सुने हमारी बात? निखिल गुप्ता जी.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then ये बात हमारी हो रही है ये 2021 में ही पास इन 2013 और मैंने उनसे कहा कि पीयूष मित्तल you never come to me to know that why I gave you excellent. Next class, next semester I taught you DAA and in DAA also I gave you excellent. Then I mentioned that you see in the class when I was computing this waiting time, so it was you who gave me a new formula. And same thing in DAA class. One day I asked a question in the lecture class, and in the whole class it was only you who replied, who gave correct reply. So I was having full faith in you that from my side you were excellent in the class, and now today you proved it. So Nikhil Gupta ये थोड़ा excellent की तरफ बढ़िए. Array use कर लेंगे तो that will not be the ideal case. कोई और बताए या कोई बताना चाह रहे हैं क्या? अरे तो यूज कर ही लेंगे. टेक एन अरे ऑफ 30 + 30. घर में भोजन कराना है आपके और हमने कहा है खाना बना दो, ढेर सारे लोग आएंगे. तो आप कितने लोगों का खाना बनवाएंगे घर में, निखिल गुप्ता जी? जल्दी बोलिए।
यस सर।
कितने लोगों का खाना बनवाएंगे? हम बोल दिया निखिल गुप्ता जी कल शाम को हम लोग आपके घर पहुंच रहे हैं, खाना बनवा के रखिएगा। कितने लोगों का खाना बनवाएंगे?
सर पहले पूछ लेंगे सर आपसे।
पहले पूछेंगे तब ऑर्डर करेंगे ना घर में मम्मी को या अपनी छोटी सिस्टर को, बड़ी सिस्टर को। कि भाई पहले पूछ लेंगे कि सर कितने लोग के आसपास आएंगे, उतने लोगों का खाना बनवाएंगे। लेकिन अरे आप यूज करते हैं तो क्या कर दिया आपने? आपने हमसे नहीं पूछा, आप घर में अपनी मम्मी को बोलिए मम्मी वो KM मिश्रा सर कह रहे कि हम घर में आएंगे और ये संख्या नहीं होता, पूछा हमने, ऐसा करो कि 18-20 लोगों का खाना बनवा दो, 20 लोग से ज्यादा थोड़ी आएंगे। और हम कितने लोग पहुंचे? हम 3 लोग पहुंचे। कितने लोग पहुंचे?
3 लोग सर।
तो आपने खाना कितने का बनवाया है? 20 का बनवा दिया।
20 लोगों का। यस सर।
20 लोगों की रोटी भी बनवाई, दाल भी बनवाई, चाय भी, ये दाल की जगह पे आपने मटन बनवा दिया है और चावल बनवा दिया। जब हम लोग 3 लोग पहुंच जाएंगे उसके बाद क्या होगा आपका? आपको डांट पड़ेगी कि आपकी मम्मी बहुत खुश होगी कि 20 लोगों का खाना बनाया है, 3 ही लोग पहुंचे हैं। अगले 3 दिन तक हम लोग मटन खाएंगे। बोलिए क्या होगा? डांट पड़ेगी ना?
यस सर।
तो आपने क्या यूज किया? अरे यूज किया कि डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग यूज किया? अरे यूज कर। Initially you fix that n cross n means you declared array A 50 cross 50, B is 50 cross 50 and C 50 cross 50. And then later you are asking the user that how many rows and how many columns will be there in the matrix. The user is giving 5, user is giving 7, user is giving 3. And then m cross n matrix you are taking. But in this situation what is happening? You are taking more memory. And this will be the case of wastage of money. जैसे आपके घर में हम लोग 3 लोग पहुंचे, आपने खाना 17 का 20 का बनवाया हुआ है, that will wastage of food. So here this will be the wastage of memory at runtime. Is it clear निखिल गुप्ता जी or not?
यस सर क्लियर हो गया।
So it means that in this situation ideally what you should do? You should use arrays or you should use pointers. Pointers means dynamic programming, malloc, calloc, or you should use new. Somebody was asking in last lab that should I do questions in C or in C++. In C++ you will use new pointer for occupied memory. Ideally you should use pointers and you should occupy memory at runtime. But you can, if you want to go for wastage of space, then you can use. From my side, I have given you freedom. You can use arrays, you can use pointers. You are free. How many of you will like to use arrays, pointers? Raise your hands. कोई है क्लास में ऐसा दम वाला? Raise your hands. How many of you would like to use pointers? कोई नहीं है। ये Sachin Verma and Suya Sanjay. They will use pointers. So Sachin Verma ji or Suya Sanjay. So will you first occupy memory? First you will ask the user that input the value of n, then you will ask the user that input the value of n, and then will you occupy memory or what? How will you do? How will you proceed?
So first we will ask from user that for what m cross n you are wanting a matrix to be created.
Yeah, and then what will you do? If user says user will give the input value of m, he will give, or she will give the value of n, and
then using new keyword we will allocate a memory.
Yeah, and that memory is divided into 2-dimensional arrays.
Yes, sir.
and then you keep on putting data A00, A01, A02, A03, A10, A11, A12, A13, A20, A21, A22. ये नेम्स आप लोग ध्यान रखिएगा. ये यहाँ जो हैंड्स रेज हो रहा है ना, ये these are not simple hands. ये इसको ऐसे मजाक में नहीं लिए कि ये जो हैंड रेज हो रहा है जाने दो यार, उसी को बोलने दो, मुझे सब आता है, मैं क्यों बोलूं. So hand raising, it's very important is in the class or in the language. Other one was Sachin Verma. Sachin Verma.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
आपका क्या अप्रोच होगा?
सर वही सर, यूजर से n का वैल्यू लेंगे, उसके बाद इनपुट करेंगे डेटा, और सर जो
Then you will occupy memory at runtime.
Yes sir.
And then when you will start allocating data into those memories, then you can use A00, A01 or double pointer, or you can use A00, A01, A02, A03 that way. I remember one student was there, Nitin Bhardwaj, in CDAC Noida. I think he passed in 2003. Now he is the vice president in IBM America. And in the class, I remember that this thing was mentioned by that. So how can we use pointers? So this question one, others you can use if you are not finding yourself comfortable using pointers, using malloc, or using new pointer, then you can use arrays. Array A of 30 cross 30, array B of 30 cross 30, array C of 30 cross 30. You can find the sum of A and B and you can store it in C. Now note down question 4 for today. This is question 4 for today. Aditya Raj, you read the question. Question 4 padhiye. You read question 4. You write a program too. Yeah, it means that first of all, you will take two matrices, matrix A of size m cross n, matrix B also of size m cross n, and then you will subtract matrix B from matrix A, and after subtraction of matrix B from matrix A, the result you will store in matrix C. So here also you have two options. Either you can use arrays or you can use pointers. Pointers means malloc, or you can use new. And you should do this question. आज के लिए इतना ही. How many questions are these in total? कितने question हो गए?
4 sir.
4.
So these 4 questions you do today, and let's meet at 5:15. Is it clear? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, you do the questions and let's meet at 5:15. 5:15 पे मिलते हैं. Then let me see that who has done how many questions. Aman Pandey ji.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Aman Pandey. हो जाएंगे all 4 questions for today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so try to do it. ठीक है. All the best to all of you. Now let's meet at 5:15 and let me see that who has done how many questions. I may ask you to run your questions also. Share your screen and run the question. ठीक है. Thank you.